Twitching in the retirement home. Let's go! Stand up and get ready, take your shirt off and shout Rev Deuces. Stream starts now. And now that I have your attention, it's time for us to get serious. Say hello and chat to your friends. Fires up the stream, hear the good vibes come. Let's distract you from that terrible day. Your wife doesn't suck, your husband is a nag. But here you matter, and there's very little lag. Rev Deuces stream, yeah, we laugh as one. Telling dad jokes and flirting with every daughter and son. We're gonna burn our retirement homes on down and shake our asses like Nurse Rose Brown. Patch notes hit, he's already read it. Scopely's wild, he's not gonna edit. Game's a mess, he still stands tall with spreadsheet sass and irreverent call. Do you miss having someone to talk to when you're bored? To talk to when you ain't got nothing to do? Do you miss having someone to talk to when it's late at night? Well, have I got a stream for you? Rev Deuces stream, yeah, we laugh as one. Telling dad jokes and flirting with every daughter and son. We're gonna burn our retirement homes on down and shake our asses like Nurse Rose Brown.
Do. So just a reminder, everybody, daylight savings time's a thing. So everybody's times are going to be cattywampus and all over the place for a while. Just letting y'all know, America and Europe can't come to an agreement to get rid of daylight savings time entirely. So welcome in, everybody. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about fleet presets a little bit and see what y'all's take is on fleet presets. Do you like them? Do you use them? Do you ignore them? Do you care at all? I want to know. Don't forget, there is also a compensation chest that you need to collect for the incursions that are not happening. And that is the standard comp chest. It's nothing exciting, but don't forget about it. You're going to want to get that comp chest just so you can get all the goodies out of it. And one second, let me make my camera a little bit smaller so it doesn't take up so much of the screen. There we go. Good to see everybody. Hope you are doing well. We're going to go through all the things and all the things we're going to go through. At least all the things that, you know, we have to go through. So I'm going to do it. So I already see people asking. I'm going to do a video about Outpost tomorrow. I've been hinting at Outpost for a bit now. And we'll mostly talk about that in tomorrow's video. I'll answer some questions based on the limited amount that I know about it. Having gotten to see some of it already. I mean, let me put it this way. The content, the features that Scopely have been pulling out have been fine. I've got no issue with that. My bigger issue has been the event structures. That's where I think the most painful part of the game has been in terms of in-game, not including, obviously, the bugs and all the other stuff. So I think the Outpost will probably be fine as a mechanic. It really comes down to the events they expect us to complete. I think that's going to be what makes or breaks this month. But again, I'll have a video out on that tomorrow, so we'll kind of go over it. I'll give you a non-biased view over what it's going to look like without Scopely just telling you everything's honky-dory and perfect. So we'll go from there. Dan, we're good to see you. Let's say a shout out to all those who are here so far. Appreciate y'all spending your Sunday with me. It means a lot that y'all care enough about myself, my family, and of course content for Star Trek Fleet Command that you attend when we do the live stream. So big thank you to Valhalla King, James, Michael Stasny, Dark Ginger, Emperor Hot Dog, Flashman, Tular, Scud Missile, Sethan, Bruno G, Dinwit, Brain Dig, Ashton, Paulo is here. He's always here. John Austis is even here. Scott, Amos King, We Reveal is here. Sydney, Emperor's Hot Dog, Major Samo, one of the queens of STFC, has made an appearance. Everybody pay attention to that one. Brad, Aditya, Ojop, Sean, Steven, Leonard, Kevin, Dinwit, Michael, Mom Troy, Curly Hawk. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully y'all are doing well. And like I said, we'll have a video on the new content for Outpost tomorrow. It's kind of silly. I don't know how Major Samo or any of the other content creators feel about it. We used to get the content previews on a Friday. And that way we had the weekend to discuss them, maybe even provide feedback a little bit. And now they've been doing it on, they'll maybe do it on a weekend where most content creators aren't making videos, or they'll do it on a Monday. And by that time, you've got little time to prepare. So I wonder the reasoning behind that, but here we are. Here we are. And we'll see how well it goes. Again, they've got a pretty good track record this year of listening to players. It depends on how you want to frame that. In terms of quality of life, the game has gotten so significantly better. I mean, it is significantly better than it was just a year ago in terms of quality of life. But at the same time, man, the events have been running people ragged. Really poorly job done on those. We'll just have to see if we can fight for those to get better. I know it's certainly going to be something that I focus on. I know the other content creators have had similar that we would discuss. We were going to do a state of the game, and I couldn't get everybody organized, mainly myself, for yesterday. So plan is to try to do one next Saturday. State of the game with the content creators, like the actual people who know the game and support the game. We're going to try to have that recorded Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, which means we'll be able to talk about Outpost during that. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. And hopefully y'all do as well, or y'all will as well. So Captain Sulu, good to see you. Welcome in. George, good to see you. Brad, it depends on how it's coded in the live ops events. Yeah, like I said, Outpost is going to be Outpost, right? It's taking two basic designs, armadas and waves, and combining them. Simple as that. That could be completely fine. It could work great, or it could be a pain in the keister. We'll just have to wait and see. So Thomas's game anniversary coming soon. The anniversary of this game is at the end of November. Yeah, in about 3 weeks from now, this game will hit 7 years live. It launched in November 28th, 2018, 25th, one of those, and it has been live all the way, all the way to now. So, pretty impressive when you think about it that way. Pretty impressive. So, we'll go from there. So, fleet presets. Who uses fleet presets to begin with? I'm of the mind, since they came out, that you need at least two to have, I would say any real value. You could technically have value with one. My first fleet preset came because the Alliance leader at the time, Behringer, purchased it for me. He said that I needed it, and I was very thankful. He gave it to me, so I had it. Then after that, we have had some free-to-play ones that have come through. So I've got multiple. Many people in terms of the free-to-play realm are going to have one, and that kind of brings it up. Now, Lenoge says they have two but never used it. We're going to jump into mine here in just a second. You can see the ones that I use. So we'll jump in here, fleet presets. And don't forget, as you progress through the game, you'll have more and more that become active, like via Syndicate and stuff. There are 5 total. For me, I've got an arena one, a generic one, and then I have one set as base defense. It's not the traditional OSINs. It's just basically a full loadout of PvP ships and other shenanigans. Hasn't really updated, but we do have my arenas loadout, and then we have our general loadout, as in the things that I would normally do every day. And now that I have multiple, I do enjoy fleet presets as a run. I will say this is annoying. I don't have anything to upgrade their game. Quit telling me I have something to upgrade. That's annoying. So Flashman says that they do not use fleet presets. I didn't know you could. I thought you had to buy it. No, there are free-to-play fleet presets. Now, when it first rolled out, the month it came out, yes, people were, encouraged to make lay purchases. That's, normal STFC. That's how it goes. Syndicate 59, for example, gives another fleet preset. So there are ways to get more fleet presets as you go through. You see more officer presets add up. I actually probably use fleet presets more than officer presets at this point in my game. But yeah, as you scroll through, you'll find officer presets, fleet presets. And again, that's just, whoops, wrong button. I don't want to go to the store right now. I do not want to go to the store. No, thank you. Back out. Get my claims in. And then we'll also have other ones that have become available as well. So slowly but surely, we're getting those. And if you're doing your DTI, progressing through into your fleet presets is getting easier by progressing through Syndicate. And DTI has been paying out a lot of Syndicate lately since they pushed Syndicate up to 65. I'm now Syndicate 55. And there are a lot of people out there, raise your hand if you're one of them, that are past Rev. And like, you don't have to be a spender to be past Rev. You do not have to be a spender to be past Rev in the Syndicate area. There are a lot of free-to-play who just are more diligent with hitting their clicks who are past where Rev is in terms of Syndicate. Mike says they're at Syndicate 66. I'm going to assume that's not free-to-play, but that's still really good. That's still really good. Kellenvor, 9 million until 65. Also very good. Tular says they're Syndicate 56. And if you haven't seen, when they jump from 55 up to 65, the amounts to get here, like these new 10 levels, basically eclipsed all the original levels. I mean, they have very high requirements. See, I'm about a quarter of the way, and I still have about 14 million to go. So quite high. Red Wheel says that pure free to play, they're 2 days off from 56. That's fantastic. So, and that's going to be a big bonus for your officer stats, which I'm sure you're going to appreciate. Don't know how much you'll care about the chest rewards right there, but you will get a full unlock of T'Pring, the Strange New World T'Pring, which you start getting as your daily as soon as you hit into 55. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Austin says they're 56, fully free to play. Love to hear that. I mean, it takes some effort to pull that off. So shout out to y'all for managing that. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up real quick. And since it is a weekend, I'm going to go ahead and work on a couple of different upgrades. You got the Unity event right now. I've not been doing my Trek or Treat. I don't know how many people out there have been. I've been doing more family stuff, to be honest with you. But don't forget to come in here and claim your stash for Trek or Treat so that, like me, you can get 1,200, because that's the best way to play this game is to get 1,200. Oh, yay. Brandon says they just hit Syndicate 57 free to play today. Congratulations, Brandon. It's good to see you, by the way. Brandon, don't forget, movie night. Next, 1 week from today, Sunday. 1 week from today, Sunday. So yeah, as far as in terms of fleet presets, here's how I run. I do an arena run and basically my general. So like you see here, this is my OPC hunting GS31. You see, I've got mining ships set out, though I have not. I need to actually rearrange this one again because I don't have the Serene Squall as a primary loadout here, and I really should change that. So like I have this for mining Isogen, but I really don't mine Isogen anymore, as I'm sure many people do not. So it'd be better suited to have it over here. Go grab my Serene Squall. Where are you at, Serene Squall? Go grab it, put it there, and then use that. And then if I want to just have, you know, the NX-01 laying around where I can swap on that crew, we can then make this my new focus set. It's kind of like my general use preset. So, and then to do that, after I've decided, hey, this is how I want to run it, I'm going to come back to my fleet presets and I'm just going to save right over the top of it and change it around. Again, getting up to Syndicate 58 will give you a free one. Is there one in Emerald Chain? My brain's telling me there's one in Emerald Chain, but I don't remember it. Is there one in Emerald Chain? I'm trying to remember if there's one in Emerald Chain. Let's scroll all down here and see. Is there one in Emerald Chain? No? But yeah, there is the one in the Syndicate. There's not one in Emerald Chain. That's what I was thinking of. The officer preset down there, what I was thinking of. So there we go. We got that preset. So Syndicate is going to be your main focus point if you want to pick one of these up. And again, go back to your factions, DTI. If you're not pulling this every day, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to pull it every single day. It's this set right down here, the Syndicate XP. And this pretty dramatically increases the amount of Syndicate you get. Now, there are other things like we talk about in the Alliance tournaments. You want to pick up the Syndicate Prime, right? Because as you level up, that daily Syndicate amount really grows. And that helps a lot as well. So right now, the free-to-play ones we've had, number 1, Syndicate, and then number 2, in the Flashpoints event store, there was another one. Now, flashpoints as a mechanic is going to return. We just don't have an ETA of when quite yet, but it is going to return. So we're going to get flashpoints at some point. Right now, though, we are looking at the Syndicate one. And I figured today's video would be a great way to just like, hey, start hyperfixating, getting people at least in the direction that they need to go should they want to go after these new presets. And Syndicate is the main way, though. I, of course, am going to start loudly. And this actually, Samo, write it down in your notes. We're going to bring up flashpoints for the State of the Game. So we're on a few different topics. Is the arena favor for Syndicate good to have? I think anything that improves Syndicate is good to have. But the arena one, here, let me pop over to the Terran Empire real quick. So here's our Terran Empire. Here are all your favors. My innovative engineering's my vengeful defense is 7. I thought I'd gotten that max. So there's the proto matter one, cost efficiencies, arena one. Yeah, right here. Syndicate requisition. So unlocks a daily reward of Syndicate XP, which can be claimed from the building resource section and gifts, which maxes out at 28,000. So yeah, I mean, it's actually one of the first ones I did was getting that done. Again, for obvious reasons, right? I want to be able to get as much Syndicate as possible. And that's why I was mentioning that there are free-to-play who are past where I'm at in the game. Because, man, I'm real bad about forgetting to do things. It's I'm real bad about forgetting to do things sometimes. But I think that's okay. I don't play the game hyper fixated like some. Nothing wrong with that. So there are days maybe I forget to do a pull or so. And that's going to happen. But that only leaves the opportunity for people out there who watch the channel to just be better than Rev, to bypass me and, have the things that I don't have and then brag about it because Lord knows y'all like to do that as well. So Captain Sulu says, where do I find that Syndicate? What one are you talking about, Sulu? What are you referring to? Because you say, don't forget the Syndicate artifact. Are you asking about the Stone of Memory? Now, we'll say the Stone of Memory is less valuable than it used to be. But, I mean, if we're just talking about getting as much Syndicate XP as we can, yeah, you want to max out the Stone of Memory in the artifact gallery. Again, it's just going to be that slow process. This game is a game of every little bit adds up here and there. And the Stone of Memory is another one of those. It used to be maybe my favorite of the second favorite behind the Eye of Ra. But it used to be my favorite original artifact. It has lowered in value just as more things have come in, but more is more. And it adds up over time, just like Tular is saying. You want to make sure you're focusing in on that. So you've got the Syndicate favor in the Terran Empire tree. You've got the Mirror Prime. You've got the Syndicate Prime that you can get via Alliance tournaments. You've got the Stone of Memory in the artifact gallery. You've got the DTI Syndicate turn-ins to do every day. Obviously, you have your daily Syndicate turn-in. These are all just, they add up. Tular saying that they're currently sitting around 420,000 Syndicate XP every day. Now, this might be better for us to make a video and just list out all the various Syndicates that there are, because there are a lot, including some things that I still don't have. So maybe this is one of those things where we're at the point where Rev just needs to make a video. And if that's the case, that's A-okay. There's nothing wrong with making a video. But let's go back into our mirror tree. This is another reason I really want to push for flashpoints to return. And Samo, if you would do me a huge favor since you're here, can you post in our Suck Discord about this upcoming Saturday doing... I'll get the topics and everything ready. But this upcoming Saturday about doing the State of the Game. I was assuming that you were available this Saturday, Samo. Assuming. All right, so jump into our mirror tree. We're going to scroll way down here. We have the Premium Syndicate XP. Now, remember, you need Premium Syndicate XP to be able to get to the big ISO one down here anyway. And it maxes out at 10,000. That maxes out at 10,000. Did you do a video on fleet presets? I never did a video on fleet presets. No. Wait. No, wait. I think I actually did do one. This comes back to me doing way too many things and way too many videos. Let me check. I think I did. 1 second. Let's see. Fleet preset. I did not do one. Okay. I did a video about fleet presets Yeah, July 17th. Well, look at that. Look at that. Rev actually did a thing. So here we put it on the screen. I did it back in July. Gosh, I can't believe it's been that long. 1 second. I'll put it on the screen. There you go. I can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, we made it back in July. Again, geez, time flies. So make sure y'all go check it out. Hit that little like button over there because it helps out the family and helps out the channel. Yeah, we did do one. The main free-to-play one currently, again, is via the Syndicate run. And I'm going to be pushing for the return of Flashpoints. So we were pushing for the return of Flashpoints. Just the event, not the whole silly... Man, they tried to build like this entire universe around it, and I fell on its face. But all that aside, I do want the Flashpoint mechanic itself to return. It had great rewards for Premium Mirror Dust. It was also, again, like people were talking about in the chat, it was a way for us to source and go after the, put the Serene Squall out real quick, to go after these fleet presets that we're talking about right now. So those are good. Also, shout out to my friend Panda Pirate. I'm currently sitting in his system. Shout out to my buddy Panda Pirate. He's one of the good ones. All right, let's go to 48. No, let's go to 46. Don't worry, Mark. You're also welcome to ask here. What exactly time will it be? I'll be honest, Major Samo. If earlier is better, I will readjust my entire Saturday stream to do it whenever you're available. Samo. But we need to get it in. I've been saying that for a month. Not that that's your fault at all, but we need to get it going. And then once that first one goes, it'll be easier to get started. So, but if we need to do it 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, which that allows the EU folks to be there, the, US folks, etc., and even like the midnight runners over in APAC, I'm fine with that. We just really got to hammer it down. You know what I mean? We got to hammer it down. Flashpoint event works if all 4 stages are open on day 1, not one after the other. I'll be honest, Paulo, I don't care about that. I don't think that needs to return. I think that needs to be left dead. I think the mechanic itself, run that just like you run Galactic Invasions and let people get the rewards over it. Don't overcomplicate it. Screw the whole stupid 4-stage event thing. Clearly, players don't like that as a whole. Don't even bring that up. Just get the mechanic itself back out there so players can start earning the rewards they want to participate in. Simple as that. Just simple as that. Let them earn what they want to earn and move on. Don't try to turn it into this thing and cause yourself a lot of headache. But let's just be honest. A lot of people were very unhappy. A lot of people were very unhappy about a lot of the live op stuff that's been going on here lately. So don't stretch yourself too thin is what I'm saying. Paul says Galactic Invasion without event equal no event store loot. But Flashpoints was different. Flashpoints, you were getting it. You're confusing the 4-stage. There was just a straight SMS that you could do for Flashpoint. The currency you got went directly into the store. They weren't set up exactly the same. So, is the crew bonus on the cube maxed at 4,500? Yes. If I remember correctly, it's 4,500. Which is, because the epics at level 70 are 5,000%. Oop, wrong button. Wrong button. Also, Chatterfang, good to see you. Congratulations on hitting level 69, you absolute whale. Congratulations. I bet you're excited about that. Congrats to you, my friend. Let's see. Look at all these things we need to go mining. Lots of stuff that we need to go do. Here we go. Get all those. Those done. Let me start sending those out real quick. And we'll go do some OPC hunting as well. Get some OPC hunting in. Hey, Doug. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you, Doug. Yes, and Bob's correct. Board Cube Max is 4,500. So, all right. We got that going, that going, that going. We'll get those cooking. And then we're going to go OPC hunting together because friends OPC hunt together. Can the Squall hit Sudabar hunters better than the other ships? The Squall is literally just the Squall's entire existence is to go sit in the mining system. That's it. You're not going to go hunting with it. It's only got one weapon. So you're just going to mine with it, get your epic, be done. See, Zindi Aquatics. I need to go do some of those. So we'll just put on the cheese crew here. Where's our cheese crew laying around? There we go. And we'll send that out real quick. Start working on those. And that's really only so I can get my Alliance tournament done. All right, let me freeze this hostile so I don't forget. But yeah, as far as the Serene Squall goes, it does technically have research that can allow it to be better at mining the other things. But really, you're just going to turn the automated defenses and just set it on your nodes. You're not going to go out hunting hostiles with it. Because remember, the Serene Squall's bonus is reliant on you being on a node. So, all right, is that frozen? It is. Sit on a node. Let's go do the same thing over on this one. Where's our chaser? There we go. Give it a little old Picard maneuver now that it's working today and not lagging out. Thank you, Scopely. And as soon as that one stops, we'll throw this on a node as well. Welcome in, Dustin, STFC. Ops 14, been trying to follow your previous videos to learn about what to do, what not to do, and appreciate your content. Well, first off, welcome to the game. It's always awesome to meet new people. I'm glad you're here. If you have questions, feel free to ask. And again, welcome to the game, man. It's awesome to get to meet new folks coming in and trying out STFC. It's a good game. It has a company that can be very frustrating, but what free-to-play models can't be frustrating, but amazing community. And I mean this, obviously I'm biased as I'm part of it, but the best community in gaming. Love this community. So, which research should I focus on first with the Serene Squall? So here, I'll bring up my menu and show you what I've done with the Serene Squall. And that is going to be in Starships. Right here, you see, did a little bit of warp range. The top rung is for fighting the hostiles. I've not done the insta jump yet. You have to get to tier 5 to do that. It's pretty cheap. But I've been focusing on these here up top. And then you eventually have these. So if you save up the research token, the black market schematics, this will allow you to complete your mining dailies by doing your transigen mining. Takes a long time and a lot of cost to get up there. So I did these right here, which will just allow me to fight off the hostiles easier, allow me to go deeper, and then eventually going to go after the research. But again, it's going to take a while to get there as you're slowly pulling all your boxes and everything. Very, very slowly. Apparently I didn't want to pull my strong box earlier, so I'm going to do that because that's how I actually get my schematics. There we go. But it's going to take a while to get up to that amount. It's going to take a very long time. So I need to go do more auto grinding for this chest. So we're going to do that with this one. New to the game at Ops 39. Now your videos help me out loads. Really, G? How long have you been playing at Ops 39? Well, how long have you been playing the game since you're in Ops 39? I'm curious. Let's see if there's anybody OPC in here. Nope. And nope. Let's go look in another system. See if we can find some goodies, and we'll go set this to auto grind in there. But yeah, welcome in. Love to meet new folks to the game. I think that's awesome. So let's see what else we got. Trying to make sure I'm not missing comments. I'm scrolling through. Imagine if we get Syndicate and away team assignments. That would be nice. Is there a spreadsheet on Syndicate sourcing? That's why I said I don't think we have one. So it's something that I should make. I don't think we've made one yet. There did used to be one, and then a lot of things got added. So I don't actually think there is an up-to-date one. It's something that we probably should add to the list and get done. Hey, Fenris, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Happy Sunday to you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. All right. New and Ops 39 seems weird. I mean, you can get to Ops 39 pretty quickly in the game today, economy-wise. The drawback to getting, sorry, I was reading a letter. The drawback to getting Ops 39 quickly in the game today is you're going to be, for the most likely, struggling with officer acquisition, officer upgrades. So, yeah, Joe, in the frame, so PEML, if y'all haven't done the code, PEML was the code. If you wanted the fancy frame that I'm actually rocking now, the pumpkin is from another Halloween. That's from a Halloween a few years ago. So what I'm currently rocking is the Halloween 2021 pumpkin. And then the frame that you get right here, the Protomorphosis Syndrome frame. I combined those to make a pretty cool little Halloween setup. But yeah, there you go. Pre-laws on what to do to get in the event store for the Halloween currency. Okay, well, we can jump in there and look. Now, granted, I don't know what level you are, but we can jump in and look. Let me make sure. Yeah, see, there's a chaser. Let me find if there's any OPC in here real quick, and then we'll take a look in there and show you what I would go after. There we go. Nice little million. That's good. Op 60. So we should have similar showings. So depending on how much currency you've earned, come on, load up graphics. We love it when you load up. You've got ship parts, anything that speeds up the slowness of, gosh, look at these wonderful display errors. Fantastic. Anything that speeds stuff up is nice. Beryllium spheres is a good one because the NSCA takes a long time, as are the relativity ones. Again, just to speed those up could be a good choice to go after. Back out one more time. We have our officers here. The premium mirror dust is going to be my number one, though. Just, I know you're not getting a ton, but the premium mirror dust to me is the number one item to get because there's not a lot of premium mirror dust sourcing at the moment with flashpoints off and with many people having finished their arenas run. That means getting it however you can is going to be priority. After that, then I would look at ship parts, and then finally, last, which I normally do first, would be officers. The reason I'm waiting on the officers is just because the ones that they're focusing on, like the villain officers, I don't think they're that great. Gwen DeMarco has sourcing in other spots. And again, I mean, Wrath of Khan Carol is very good, but again, I think the premium mirror dust takes precedence. And then just with us having so many specialty ships, my basic logic is try to speed that process up. There's just too many specialty ships in the game right now. So the quicker you can finish them and max them out, the better. And that's just kind of where I'm at when it comes to specialty ships. It's not that I dislike them, because they take so long to acquire and max out. If we can speed that up, that's kind of where I've been leaning lately. But the premium mirror dust being number one. Thanks for laying it out. Of course. Absolutely happy to while we OPC hunt some more goodies. I love OPC hunting goodies. Let's see, while you're in here, is there anybody I can OPC hunt? There is not. So I'm gonna let that hit me, and then I'm gonna look at the other system. See if there's more OPC I can find. What does your lower level account get in the event store? I mean, why do I hear a child screaming outside my door? Children, they're great. Anyway, Gwen DeMarco will be the focus on that account. Gwen DeMarco. Granted, that's a level 36 account, so it doesn't have a lot available to it, but it'll be focusing on getting Gwen DeMarco shards. Just got the new miner, the Squall. Any pointers? Go mine. I mean, it literally is just a mining ship. The only thing that you need to remember to do is turn on the automated defenses, then jump on a node, and that's it. Fast and Serene Squall. It's pretty much a passive run. You just have to do it. Ooh, a million right there. We're going to go grab that as well. We're going to go grab that as well. Get all these transgen OPCs. Oh, 20K? We're not going to worry about that one. But that one we will. As soon as we get in here, we're going to beam it just in case that timer hits us. We're going to beam it. Get Gwen from the augment store. You can. Gwen DeMarco just being such a good officer, and especially one that you need to, whether you want her for below decks PvP or you want her for above decks armadas and entities, she's just such an important officer. That's going to be my focus as a low level account. But I would say if you had to pick an officer right now of all that, it's either Carol or Gwen. Come on. Did I get it in time? Think I did, but I don't think I killed it. Oh, that's a big one. No wonder. No wonder. We're going to have to try to time that and rush in there. Because you have that 20-second delay. Have you talked about the patch notes, new solo outpost? No, I'm going to do that tomorrow, Mike. I'll do it tomorrow. I have a whole video out on it tomorrow morning. You started in August. Server started in June. I'm just playing at 39 now, doing the checklist on one of your videos. Well, very nice, G. Not been around very long. That's awesome. Welcome to the game. And it's nice to have you here. There we go. We managed to get him the old traditional way since they increased the timer to 20 seconds on how quickly it does its insta boom. So there we go. That's worth the destruction there to get 1 million of that. Yo, what's up, E-Man? How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, for those who want a video on the outpost, with that tomorrow. We've been talking about it with the content creators here recently. So, GS is an amazing ship for G6. It is. It's one of the best G6 ships there is. So, good evening, Evil Corsair. Welcome in. All right, let's see. Anybody in here? Nobody out here, OPC. So what we were talking about, Mike, was we were talking about the fleet presets, but yeah, Nog, Hierarchy. So yeah, the problem is I've been hinting at those, and then they take away my hints by just posting the answers. Bunch of bootlickers, but it's all good. Again, I like the content itself. Like, I know the team that's been designing this. I'm not too worried about it. The main thing that I'm curious about is you'll notice there's Borg assimilated Cardassian ships and stuff. I want those available as skins. But yeah, we're going to talk about all that. We'll have a video out for it tomorrow, and we'll go over all the different things. Wish I could fix the audio lag when I watch your show. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that for you, but I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all fine here. Like, I don't have any drop frames or anything like that. Was there a secret code for Halloween? So there was the code PEML. Here, I'll type it in the chat. And that gave you a frame. And that was the code. It was PEML for a frame. It's a solid frame. I mean, it's just a frame. But hey, free is free, right? We take whatever free we can get. All right, got the flash pass. Did that. Officer recruit. Oh yeah, that's the material spend one. And this is going to give me... Yeah, so let's see how far we can do some of these upgrades. I don't know how far I can take it, but I do have a few different things to upgrade. Like y'all saw me upgrading my dock here. We've also got to upgrade the Akira, because we're working on slowly taking it to tier 9. Your Android version for the game is extremely slow, and I have a flagship phone. You know anything about this problem? When's the last time you uninstalled and reinstalled? Just a reminder, I bring this up probably every few months. One of STFC's biggest issues is bloat. It gets really bloaty. Really, really bloaty. And one of the ways to fix this is to uninstall the game completely, and then reinstall the game. And that will clear up a lot. But other than that, no, there's no like big known issues that I'm aware of that could be causing anything in specific for your phone to be lagging. I mean, it's just the game's been gaming, so I wish I had a better answer for you because I'm certainly not trying to ignore your question, and I get where you're coming from. Ooh, how much? Ooh, gosh, it gets expensive. Man. All right, well, we're going to do it anyway. We'll slowly do this. Oh, my gosh, it's so much Latinum. Thankfully, I earn Latinum every day, so. And now we're out of uncommon parts. So we're going to go do our refineries, but we're slowly trying to upgrade that to tier 9 and jump back in our refineries. Only bloat worse than Taco Bell? Hey. We will not be besmirching Taco Bell in this house. Thank you. Not in this house, thank you. Let's see. I'm going to start pulling. Because now that we got the GS31 tier 10, we can start getting G6. So we'll start pulling these parts. How much do I get? Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. We're fine. There we go. It's actually good. Vindicator, we did. NX01, we can do. All right, got that. ISO. G6, guaranteed. Let's go. Last update seems to have made Android very unstable. I will say we had a bad mid-month patch update. We had definitely a bad update. So, hope your son's okay now. Thank you. Appreciate you. Did you see the video on the solo outpost? Like I said, we've been talking as content creators about the outpost all week long. My video on it will be tomorrow. So, you tried the Pemel code and it wasn't available. Unless they turned it off today, it was working yesterday. So, we had people using it in chat yesterday. So, other than that, though, I can't, not sure. Let's see, which ones, because this only gives, yes, that only gives 5-star. I'm actually going to, I'll leave it alone, actually. I got enough. Now, Thomas says they just use the code and it worked. I guess just make sure you're spelling it right. P-E-M-E-L. P-E-M-E-L. Roy says the code just worked, as did Sean. So yeah, try it out. How's the head? It's fine. It's still there. Still there. Used the code 10 minutes ago and it worked. Well, good. All right, so it could just be a, a operator error type deal, but the code should be working. Just make sure it's all caps. The caps shouldn't matter, but hey, if it's not working lowercase, try it out. The caps shouldn't matter. But again, this is Star Trek Fleeker Bear we're talking about. I mean, you never know. All right, get all these turn-ins done, all my clicks done. And then we got to go do our dailies. The whole, repeat the process. I don't know how many 6-star parts I got. I also got to go do these, apparently. All right, we got to do those. It's getting really annoying that these aren't showing up. We're going to have to reboot the game. Let's see if we got enough parts to do an upgrade again. Yep, we did. Which one do we want to do? Let's just do that one. There we go. And we'll start upgrading buildings as well. You can see I'm heading to 63 on all my guns. All right. Or you already grabbed it. It is possible that you've already picked it up. Just go look in your frames list and see. Again, it is just a frame at the end of the day. It's not really that big of a deal, but a frame is a frame. So go check it out. Yep, there's some more Latinum for my limited time ship upgrade. That's good. And then interior wise, wrong button. Plenty of buildings to upgrade. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Recon Locust. Get that done. We'll start working on these right here. These old school buildings that provide basically nothing these days. But more is more, as we say on this channel all the time. More is more. All right, we get that. Cool. Head over to artifacts. You just grab the frame from online store. Don't forget, you can also put in your codes directly in your PC or Mac client now. That is an improvement they've made. You can do it directly in the game now, which I think is nice. Again, quality of life stuff this year, Scopely has done a really good job. There's a lot of things that they've been failing on, but they've also done a lot of things that are, in my opinion, worth shouting out as a positive. And I know I probably sound like I'm, giving a little bit too much grace and love, but truthfully, there's been a lot of quality of life stuff they've added that we've been desperately needing. So I am grateful for those things. All right, we got that. I need to go run Formation Armadas, apparently. You've sorted for months on upgrading so many favors in the faction. Should I just pull the trigger and get them? Keep waiting for an event. Yes, I'm not a big fan of waiting for events. I'm a firm believer that just get what you need, and hey, an event starts tomorrow, But as far as like your gameplay goes, don't hold yourself back waiting for a specific thing. If it's not there, just keep it moving. That's what I would do, right? That's just me. Let's see. Go ahead and upgrade that weapon just so I can get Major Samo's favorite boat a little bit more upgraded. And trying to think if there's anything else I can throw into. I mean, there's the researches I can throw into. Gosh, these graphics not working are really getting on my nerves. Let's see, what's the last laugh SMS? That's for hostiles. Okay. So we're going to auto grind some of that. You can never time it right. Like I said, man, I've stopped trying to. And that's relieved a lot of stress for me by not even bothering or trying to time it right now. All right, so I'm going to go over here. We're going to put this back out so we can earn more of that stuff. And we need to go put the Reliant out as well. How many times have I pulled all the away teams and the noon changeover as away teams? Now, I don't know if you know this, James, but the Battle Pass events, they run on a cycle. So there is a predictable cycle for that. I don't know if anybody's made a graphic for it, but that actually has a predictable cycle. At the same time, that's what speed ups are for, right? Speed up if you run into that as an issue. We get back in here and finish these pulls before I forget. So I don't forget this. 1 second. All right, efficient upgrades. Yeah, that one's just for the Cerritos. That's for specialty ships. I don't need that. Eventually I'll get it. All right, let me start doing these claims. Make sure I get all these in. We got to do a solo wave as well. Got to do solo waves as well. Are they going to add the Mantis to the Independent Archives already? At some point, yeah. Yes, at some point. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And we're going to go run more of these as well. I'm going to sit the chair down. Everybody on Twitch gave me a heavy night, so we're still in recovery mode. If you were in the Twitch last night, you would know what the peanut butter is. If you weren't in Twitch last night, well, maybe you should be. Damn Skippy, I'll be doing a video on that tomorrow. It'll be my video for tomorrow morning. So all right, I was playing D&D during Twitch, but I can guess. Well, maybe you should go back and watch it. Here, let me lower this down a little bit more. All right, let's get in here. Start pulling these, and then we'll go do one of those in a second. Oh, Dinwit, there you go. Unity, Domination, Mining, Hostile Hunt, away teams repeat, except when they change it without notice. Thank you, Dinwit. I wasn't sure if somebody had made a graphic along the lines of it or anything, but that is typically how it goes. But Dinwit is right that they will change it at their leisure. But that is typically the format it has consistently followed for a while. So you can kind of have a rough idea what's coming. At the same time, just leave a little bit of room for Scopely to Scopely. So Al says, I'm a solo player and I've claimed most of the new augment systems as mine. I told the other alliances they can only hunt exile loot goblins at certain hours. Any advice on how I could enforce my rule? You can't. Simple as that. You just can't. Unless you stay up all day. So So let's see. What else can I pull? Probably, yeah, let's go grab the Dolomite. More Dolomite is more better. I'm still not finished on my Dolomite, so.
We had it made, building ships, making deals in the shade.
And this old DTI plaque. I'll pull it. I don't need it, but I'll pull it because I'm about to do waves. So.
Scarply cut us deep with a double-edged.
What you talk about, Skippy? The patterns got a lot more noticeable since they when they pulled out the Cardassian and Worm events, which, by the way, talking about Discopely Listen, that was a big point of our feedback. We screamed to get that taken away. Right? And they listened. They stopped doing those, thankfully. Do you think they will do anything to let Alliance without a G7 player take part in surges? No, I do not. What's your guidance on the best way to mine Transgen, Selkie, or Serene Squall, and what crew do you recommend? Crewing doesn't matter. And as far as what do I use my Selkie, I use my G5 faction miner, and the Serene Squall does nothing but mining the Epic. That's all it does. You can technically upgrade it to make it to where it's better or more viable to mine the regular stuff. I don't bother with that. If you want to know how I get most of my Transgen, I OPC hunt it. And I recommend everybody else do the same. I recommend everybody OPC hunt it. That's the best way to get your Transgen is to OPC hunt it. But besides that, again, just throw as many miners as you have out at it. There's not a specific crew to run. You can technically do Strange New World Dejac, the Klingon officer that came out, but the bonuses you're getting really aren't that high. You know, stick to using the Serene Squall on the epic nodes, which you have to do anyway. That'll going to allow you to get your epic done. And then for your common, uncommon, and rare, I would just have 3 ships set out. And here I can set up a 3rd ship here. Let's just make it my Selkie. Drawback to a Selkie is obviously going to be cargo, not only protected cargo, but your cargo capacity. So it's just something that you have to live with there. Speaking of things I can upgrade this. There we go. Starting to run out of 6-star gas, but oh well. But yeah, you can use all of them. There's not a wrong answer. Yeah, we'll get a little bit more. And see, that took me up to a whopping 942,000. So wow, making big moves there, Rev. But yeah, I would use all of them. And as annoying as it is, the best thing I could say in terms of recommendation would just be set them out overnight and run it like that. I think I just finally got most of my Dolomite primes that I want done. I want all my Dolomites done, but I get what you're saying. You know, so there's a few different Dolomite primes that are kind of like like they're not super valuable. But yeah, you want all your primes done, but it's not super good. But there are a handful that are, in my opinion, must-haves. So we're going to get that there, and let's go check our combat tree for all those fancy new researches we got to do. So we got like the ion storm protectors. That's the hazard particles. Base damage for interceptors. Little 50% boost. We'll take that. What I'm really looking for was, oh, there's my rares. Is getting down into here where it wants to run uncommons. So I can start spinning uncommons. I got 15,000 of that, 11,000, and 2,100. All right, so we'll do this one. Grab that. You're a G6 player, use your G5 faction miner if you want to mine in the token system. And just watch out for Rev, because he might come around and OPC hunt you. He does that. He's a terrible person. Awful person. Above tier 5, the Squall drops a chest that gives you rare and uncommon Transgen. Yeah, it's in your daily claims. In fact, I think everybody just saw me claim that, but just in case they didn't, I can pull that back up real quick. Go to our refinery, Transgen tab. So you have your Serene Squall claim, and then you have the strong box. You want to get those every day. Make sure you're claiming those every day. Gosh, these graphics jacking up, really bugging me. I don't know why it's bugging me so much, but man, it's bugging me. All right, I got 2 of these to spend. I'm just going to wait until I can see all my pictures because that's annoying. All right. We're just going to throw this on a node and freeze our chaser in a second. You've got the G5 miner in Transigen token systems at 24 million right now, watching it like a hawk. That's a pretty good amount. Be real bad if a certain pirate knew what server you were on. I'm going to find you because that's good stuff. You always restart the game when things show like that? Yeah, you have to. The only reason I don't restart it right now is because I've got multiple other versions of the game up. So it would then default to those. And that's annoying because then I have to close them all out if I'm going to close one out to get back to the one I want. So for example, just to show you what I'm working with, I've got 2 up right now. So this is the server 710 account right here. And this is the server 20 account right there. And then if I had like server 139 and server 63 and 97 and all those others up, I have to close out all of them because it's just the streaming program is just gonna, it looks for the file or the executable, which is prime.exe. So it'll just jump to whatever the next one is. And that means that I have to reboot everything, which is very annoying. Has nothing to do with y'all. Like, not a problem y'all got to worry about. Just a problem I got to deal with. And it's annoying. So. How much RAM does your PC have? Mine has, here, I'm pull up my system information for y'all. You can see it since you care. 1 second. Here's this is the old school screen. Only old school people remember this. Yep. There you go. Installed physical memory. There you go. 64 gigabytes of power. All right. What else we got? Mining done. Oh, we got to do more of these real quick. Grab a couple of these. At least try. I think I'm probably going to fail on that one. Yep. It went boom. Oh, never mind. I lied. You always restart the game. I'll say I already said that. I'm going to 68 next month. Are the G6 miners worth the price? Gosh, that's a good question because the Selkies will handle everything you want. You do get better mining rates and such. You definitely get better cargo. I would say if you're naturally progressing and you've got the materials, then yes. But I would not slow down my Koskari. I would not slow down my Velox. I wouldn't slow down my Titan, my Bora Cube, etc. to upgrade the mining ship. It is nice to get though, and I would recommend getting them, better warp range, stuff like that. But here I need to jump down here into Helvey. Get some ships here. And I don't believe we have that over on server 710, but let me go look. Sure we don't. Yeah, we do not. We do not. All right. Good to go. Long term, the G6 faction miners are great, but you can wait to invest them. Exactly what Pseudo said. They're definitely an improvement. And like I said, there's a good reason to want that improvement. It's just one of those where maybe it's not something that you want to focus on in terms of taking away from other things. Definitely good to have long term, and I would recommend them. Even the gold skins is debatably a pretty cool feature. I just wouldn't go after it immediately. So kind of like what Pseudo says, get it in time. That's how I would play that one. So Fair says the skins are better because you can use them as amalgams and get Sigma stuff. Yes, that's assuming though you can find a base that doesn't have like a 2 quadrillion par steel wall protecting it. But yeah, absolutely. The skins turn those all into amalgams, better versions of amalgams. So it's nice. Yeah. Is there one G6 epic that's better than the others? I mean, I would argue the Crenshaw is the best of the three, which tends to kind of be the case for most epics. Like usually the Interceptor's better. There are exceptions. The Tribune's the best 50, but Enterprise is the best 34. But I mean, yeah, I mean, Crenshaw, but I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer. It's more of the fact that if we're asking this about PvP, then yeah, Crenshaw. If you're just asking based off what will work in the game, like what'll do my solos, what'll do my hostile grinding, what'll do my waves, all three of them will be fine. All three of them will be fine. So, best G5 epic, same thing. Same thing. Like the Rotaran, because of Interceptor Strike Team, is the best. But, you know, again, do you need that? No, because how many people? Well, we got like 300 people here on this Sunday. I would say 10% of them are heavy PvPers. There's not a lot of heavy PvPers in the chat. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But most players are not going to worry about, you know, that just that upper extra bit that makes them great. They just want to be able to do the main tasks. They want to do the armadas, the outpost that's coming out this Tuesday, etc. And I get that. Laura says they just made top 60. Congrats. I'm close to getting the Rotaran, and I've already checked most of the recommendations for going G6. What tier should the epic ship have to ascend to G6? Like I said in my checklist, I would recommend at least tier 10. I'd recommend at least tier 10. Sugar doesn't PvP. Yeah, if you don't, that's completely fine. Which means that you can enjoy the joys of the Enterprise D without really worrying about it, right? And enjoy that. I want everybody to enjoy the game. At the end of the day, this is still a video game, contrary to what Scopely thinks it is, which is everybody's job they don't get paid for, or you pay to do. It is a game, and I want people to have fun. So, and if I can help y'all do that, let's do that. You know when G6 scrapping is coming? I'm assuming you're meaning G5, and right now G5 scrapping has been completely canceled. I don't know if or when it's going to happen, but there was major contention over that issue, and a lot of us basically said, you either give us something semi-decent or don't give it at all, and we're currently in the don't give it at all section of the clause in the contract. So, yeah. That sucks. Like, I'm not like arguing in their favor or anything, but like, it's kind of where we're at. Yeah. If you had a spare 20 bucks, would you get a third BLQ, third research slot, or a premium battle pass? I'd get the third research slot. But the third research slot, I'm pretty sure is 50 bucks. Correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Joanne, but I think the third research spot is 50, unless I'm wrong. But I think it's 50. I can't hear it. Let me look on my baby account because that one doesn't have a third research slot. Let me go look over there. But I could have sworn the third research is 50. Let's see. Research. Is it under enhancements? No, it's $20. Yeah. Yeah, it's 20 bucks. It's 20 bucks for the third one. So yeah, there you go. Get you an extra research slot. Have at it. Have at it. So I'm currently setting up my ships over on that account now too. How about we just go ahead and swap over to it, because this one's obviously going to be busy because we're trying to get points for TC. So we will go ahead and switch over. And you can see the glory that is the Server 710 account, where I'm going to go back to mining Transigen. Was there already talk about the new feature of the next patch, which takes up to 6 hours? Like I said, my video on that will be tomorrow. I'll have my video on that tomorrow. You're 2 more levels away from your second Fleet Commander slot. You're so excited. Nice. Congratulations. There are multiple free Fleet Commander slots that you can get. And congratulations to you for getting one of those. Hear me now backwards over 20, putting a ship in the system. All right. What I understood is after capturing the outpost, the defense is automatic. And you do need to cap it. Again, we'll have a video on it tomorrow. An extra research queue being free to play would be nice for an event store. I agree, and that has been brought up before, but it's a tough sell. I've explained this. It might sound weird. It's tough to get them to want to give something cheap free to play versus something expensive. Right? I don't want to say they look down at free to play in contempt, but obviously all games goals is to get you to spend money, right? So maybe they give you something really good that's $100. Maybe you will reward them by buying the $20 pass or the $10 builder. If you're one of those people who's a pure free to play who will never buy it no matter what, what's the incentive for Scopely to give those people an extra dock or an extra builder, an extra research? Like, what's the incentive for that? If those low spenders are never going to actually spend, then you're not really rewarding them. You're rewarding the other people, and they just get to benefit from it. So, you just got your Enterprise, the NSA Protector. About to go to 41. What should I go after next? The Relativity and the Revenant. But also the Monavine. Also the NSA. All the things. All the special ships. All the special ships. So. All right, let's go here. Collect. There we go. Start working through all my things. Is the Monavine still needed? Kind of debatable. So here's the thing, Lord C. The Monavine is part of your archive, right? And that stuff that you can get every day, which means that you can also get Sigma and stuff every day if you've got the skin. So, I mean, debatably, is it an important one? Not necessarily. But is it worth, doing? I would say it's still worth doing. I wouldn't prioritize it. Like, I'm not going to ignore dang it, I was late. I'm not going to ignore the Relativity so I can work on a Monavine, but I still think it's important enough to do. So, all right, let's see where this chaser is. We'll freeze this one so we don't have that happen again. I was late. Let me go ahead and send that other one out. You're welcome, Lord. Happy to answer. And I'm glad that you're here. Appreciate you support me and my family. Where are you at, buddy? Where are you? Where is it? There it is. G5, you'll want all the tritanium you can get. There's truth to that too. Now, I would say this. The tritanium is already getting easier to get in G5 and for that matter, G6. But more is more. So I would say, yes, the Monavine is still something you want to do. It's just not a priority any longer, and that's okay. It's just not a priority. Still worth going after, though. All right, is it frozen? It is. Sit this on a node. You're just about to ask about the Monavine if it's relevant. Low priority sounds perfect. Do it to get it done, but don't stress about it. 100%. Yeah, and if y'all remember, I actually just did a video where I was ranking, like, should you skip this ship? Should you do this ship? If y'all didn't check out that video, it's on my YouTube channel here. And I cover some of that stuff. Monavine definitely still has some value, just, you're not focusing on it like you would back in the day. Thankfully, a lot of its grind is auto anyway. Can you cover all the ways to get Sigma Trit in a day? I mean, dailies, events, there's several turn-ins. The independent archives can give you Sigma Trit. There are multiple faction pulls that give Sigma Trit. Like with everything else in this game, it's all over the place, which is annoying. Like the DTI has a pull that gives you Sigma Trit. It's annoying that all these locations are all over the place. And this goes back to something I've been arguing for a while. There needs to be a centralized location to get everything. Like everything. Hey, if I need Sigma Trit, then I need Trit. There should be a spot where I get Trit. And all the Trit is directed there. So it's kind of like a Rev Ramble here, but that really bugs me as a player that I've got to go over there, over there, over there, over there, over there to get what I'm looking for. When going to G6 with a retard, which FT and CT should I mount on it for PvE and PvP, considering having other G5 epics and the cubes? Well, I never move around my FTs and CTs. So my Rotaran stays with a PvP FT CT at all times. And my cube actually has the PvE stuff right now. And upper G6, I'll switch that around. So, but I typically don't move them around at all. Obviously, part of that is going to be because of just the nature of the cost of FTs. CTs obviously are cheaper, but I actually just put what's on there and I never move it. Bulk faction stores would be nice. So there's going to be bulk research upgrades coming, and I think bulk factions are also on the table. I don't have dates for y'all, but yes. Steven says need that Monavine field training completion. And see, I've not done that. Yeah, not Rev. Rev's not done it. Should I? Maybe. Have I? Nope. All right, get our bulk refines in here. And get my Serene Squall that I'm way behind on compared to a lot of y'all. Get this pull. And it froze. My Franklin A archives are broken. They don't register me having each one maxed. Try putting in a ticket, but it seems to be an issue they are working on. There are a few of those, Daniel. But good to see, by the way. Welcome in. All right, we got to collapse this down and close them all out so we can open it back up. It's like I was telling y'all earlier. I hate having to do that, but don't really have a choice. So... all right, back in. We'll waste your daily hostile limit on the 3,000 field training grind. I mean, I'm not going to waste my daily hostile limit or something, but I'm just not going to do it. It's 2,500 hostiles. I could do it in time. And honestly, I might start doing it with the Dauntless. Can I do it with the Dauntless, or do I have to do it with the... I need to go look at that field training. Can I do it with the Dauntless? Let's go look. I actually don't remember. Oh, I can't see the Monavine field training yet anyway. But yeah, maybe I'll do that with the Dauntless. Just to get it done. All right, collect. Get all of our stuff. Bam. All right, go back into our refinery. That's what I was doing. Sorry, I talked to myself. I can't help it. Get this pull. Got to go do Voyager stuff, apparently. You've been doing that? I mean, it's a good idea if you're a completionist, right? And you want to get everything done. I hate to say that I'm indifferent, but I'm kind of indifferent. So, I'm going to get that pull. There's a little bit of Latinum I need. ISO, can't do. Monavine, not there. Artifacts, Latinum. Slowly work on maxing out my Devore. And even that's gotten way easier as well, thanks to the independent archives. Doesn't take near as long. All right, what are we in here for? All right, we're going to grind, get our dailies done. You did yours with the Dauntless? Yeah, now that y'all have mentioned it, you've got me thinking about it. That seems like a good idea for me. Start doing it with my Dauntless. So, yeah, good plan, and shout out chat for coming up with a good idea. Sometimes y'all have good ideas. This next arc worth coming back from after a 2-month break? Sure. As long as you learn to ignore FOMO, absolutely. That's really the key. Whether you should come back or not is whether you can ignore FOMO. Don't give a rat's bahookie about whatever STFC is rolling out that month. Ignore FOMO, have fun. Simple as that. But yeah, I would welcome you back. Just come play the games with us. Come have fun. Don't worry about what's coming. Just worry about the community, completing what you want to do that day, and having fun. So, next arc will be the first one you start as G6. Nice. Very nice. It says only defeating Texas class and Texas class supply ships. Well, yeah, in that case, Bruno, then I can absolutely use my Dauntless. So that's a huge win. All you would recommend is do the main battle pass. I say do your dailies and then free to play your battle pass. And if you really felt like you've had a good month, maybe buy that battle pass. So, yeah, ignore FOMO, have fun. Yeah, I would definitely welcome you back to the game. Someone else have the feeling the drop rate of the 15-hour speed ups Mirror Romulus has dropped? No change, Tim. No change. Just remember, it is still RNG, so you can go in there and do all the right things and still come out with, a bad return. Because RNG is a thing, but yeah, nothing's changed. You only get the battle pass usually if you complete the whole thing. I mean, I would hate to get the battle pass and have not finished it. Spend that money and then not be able to collect everything. That would definitely bug me. What's the new thing for the new arc? I have a video out on it tomorrow, Al. Video out on it tomorrow. Buy the Ferengi Pass for all the specialty BPs. Get out of here. Man, it helps me get my daily done, so thank you. Think the next arc will be good? I think this arc has been good. I don't feel like the content that they've been putting out has been bad for a while. It's the events that have been bad, so I said ignore those if they're bad. If not, yeah, enjoy the game. I don't feel like the game has put out bad content in a while. It's been several months since the content was objectively bad. I would say the transition was too much, as in there's too many nodes to mine, but the rewards and the structure are fine. My issue is the events that have been just killing everybody. I mean, look at the VIP being so enraged, justifiably so, this past week over the vengeance stuff. So, what did you think of doing with winter around the corner? Just battle pass? Yeah. Ferengi Pass is actually a decent value if you need rare officers. $20 and you get a large amount of rare officer shards. You bought it once for Savick. There you go. Yeah, if you find value and you're happy with it, I love that. I'm a firm believer that people should spend money in this game because they want to, not because they feel like they have to. This game has a really bad habit of trying to make people feel like they have to spend money. So if you find like you got good value there, for me, speeding up specialty ships or getting, that premium mirror dust, that's a big one for me. Well, right now with the Trek or Treat stuff. So, but even then, as much as I need that, I've kind of ignored a lot of the Trek or Treat stuff. Just because like yesterday, I streamed last night, obviously, but yesterday, me and the wife, we took the 3 kids out for a walk, and me and my daughter went skating. Spend time with the family. So, any other questions and comments we have before we get to our wrap-up point? Let's see. Got a lot of game questions I gotta catch up on. Not worth the shield? Nah. Andy says content, the month's feature's been meh for a while. I'd say I disagree. I would say it's been really good. Like, the Wrath of Khan loop is good. The Transition loop is good. It's all the attachments that have been bad. So, but again, at the end of the day, some people will enjoy certain things, some won't. What the game really needs is to keep the community alive. And as long as that's here, that's all we'll worry about. That's all I'll worry about is the community. Op 63 just went from Op 60. Congrats, Red Wheel. Congratulations. That's awesome. How far have you made it? Like, did you hit 1 billion power yet? Have you picked up an uncommon? What's your plan? That's awesome, man. Congratulations. You're planning on going Op 61 soon. When do I cash in all my save tokens at 61 or wait till like 63? You can do it at 61. Because that's when it's going to swap over. Obviously, the later you wait, the better you can end up getting in terms of like larger amounts of things. Yeah, you can do it as soon as you hit 61 if you want like an instant chunk of things. G4 survey parts. At Ops 58, I need to scrap more ships. Know any neutral systems with survey parts? Neutral system. That's a tough one. You can look on stfc.space. Or you can just do the old-fashioned boot this up, hit the hostiles, and get to scrolling. Because here's your neutrals. Obviously, I can't see them on this account, but yeah, Tular brings up mirror space. Mirror space, again, depending on where you can grind, there are some Ops 58s who can grind like out to. I've seen some people out to Sharon, but you have all 3 Selkies. Also have all 3 uncommon ships to build. So far, power is 844. Wow. That's pretty impressive there. That's pretty impressive. I've only got 1 Selkie. Now, I am building the Minerva. So I will have all 3 uncommons, though I'm not going to spend to upgrade all of them, but I will have them. But yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Congrats. See how close I am to this daily. I got 11 more. Gross. Mirror space. Yeah, you are right, Denwit. Mirror space does not give broken survey. They only give broken interceptor, explorer, and battleship. Good call out, Denwit. Good call out. The high level formation armada systems. Now, do those have those as well? Now, because G6 and G5 you're fine, but in G6 you do run no problem of getting the uncommon, or just getting the survey parts gets a lot harder. So, the new red space does. So I had that account up still. Let's go see. So the independent traders, yeah, there you go. Transition space. See, chat helping chat right there. I'm actually in one of those systems. So this is the transition space, independent trader. There you go. That one's got plenty. Let me repair this real quick and go sit it in this system. So in the last 5 minutes, it can earn some currency. But yeah, let's go look at this one up here. So this is the 60 system. That's a Suliban runner. Here's the independent trader. Yeah, 2,800. There you go. Use the transition space. Transition space is the answer. Just found the correct system for your level. Yeah, hey, look. There's nothing wrong with a little trial and error. I mean, heck, I play this game all day, every day. I've talked about before, I've definitely got well over 20,000 hours in Star Trek Fleet Command. It's probably getting closer to 30,000 hours in STFC now. And even I don't remember everything. So, yeah, that's why we got this group think here. It's great to have a community that can chime in. Teamwork makes the dream work. Exactly, Daniel. 100%. 100%. Trying to mine transition better. I haven't been good at it because there's 4 different ones to mine. So remember, you can only mine the Epic with a Squall anyway, so don't even worry about that one. And the best way I can encourage people to try to make up for some of that is, I know not everybody's a big fan of it, but OPC hunting. Go grab what you need. Go OPC hunting and grab what you need. That's honest to goodness my truthful advice. OPC hunting. It'll take you far. And it'll help you get, because like, you know, what was it? Andy was just talking about how these months have been mad. Well, the reason I didn't like the transit is because there's multiple hostiles to kill and you've got all the loots that you got to go grab. So that's why I OPC hunted. Also got to bug my alliance about doing some formation armadas with me. So thank you, Jack. Appreciate you. As a free-to-play player, which treasury is best to use your free unlock on? Ooh, that's a good one. If you're a pure free-to-play, as in you never spend any money, the best one has been the new one they've been doing with the villain officers, because that one didn't scale. Like, they didn't make a $5 version of that, a $20 version, and a $100 version. So the pure free-to-play who would normally get like 5,000 Latinum, we're getting millions. That's the best one for the pure free-to-play. If you're a free-to-play as in you spend here and there so you get the normal treasury, I would say the ship parts one if you're in upper G5 or higher, or the officer one if you're mid G4 and lower. So Skippy says, correction, I used to pay and I've switched to free to play for the past 6 to 8 months, which means in your case, Skippy, you should still see the normal $100 treasury. And for you, depending on level, I would get the ship parts one or the other. So is that combined on all accounts? Well, of course, Eddie. Of course. But like, because if we did 30,000 divided by 365, that's 82. So, I mean, clearly I've not spent 82 years. That's not possible. Well, that's incorrect. That's hours. But anyway, Rev failing to do math real quick. That was a horrible math run there. But yeah, I mean, I'll run 3 or 4 counts every day. So, hello, Fox. Good to see you. You're coming in right towards the end of the stream, but it is good to see you. Nate says, starting to build up on mirror wave currency. What do you think about field repairs? I think they're neat. I'm working on getting one free to play on my Rotaran. They're not necessarily needed. They are neat to have. Should I be able to clear the 4-star Q trials with the tier 9 Sanctus? Tier 9's pushing it. I'd probably say probably not on a tier 9. But there are players who at level 56 have finished their Q trials. Like completely finished them out and done. So it absolutely has happened. I don't know about... I feel like that could be pushing it a bit if we took you that far, but I'm actually going to go here real quick. Out of curiosity, can I even kill one of these in this 42 system? Hey, Dustin, good to see you. But yeah, Steven, most people who I've seen do it have been using a max Sanctus to pull it off. So let's get these open. And I feel like I've forgotten something. I don't know what I forgot. Still got to do augment pulls. What am I forgetting? Need to do my priority 1 megas. Need to do these. Oh, there we go. Dry dock G shard. I'm now 22 pulls away from having another dry dock free to play. That's nice. I think there's something I'm forgetting. I know I gotta get this, but that's why it's out grinding right now. So we'll see how I do against these 42s. Is there a trader in here? Any loot goblins? There's not. I just want to see if I can beat one. Make sure you're using FC Janeway. Yes, FC Janeway is big if you're trying to finish out your Q trials. She is very, very useful for that. All right, let's see. That's about to get popped. Let's go ahead and grab that. You do love the extra dock pull from the augment. Great store. Yeah, and that's part of like why I can't say, oh, the augment was meh, like somebody said earlier. I mean, the augment gave you an extra dock. It gave you a fleet commander for free, and you could max it. An epic officer that you could immediately max. There's a lot of good there, but there's also a lot of, negatives. And there's nothing wrong with calling those out either. So it's good to call out all the things. All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all and appreciate y'all, but I got to wrap it up for the day. We'll check on the kids. Live long and plunder. If you need anything, reach out to me. Like the video before y'all roll out. There's over 1 million people. Oh, I wish it was. There's not. There's a lot of people here. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support. I will see y'all tomorrow. Video out on the Outpost. But if you have questions, shoot me directly. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm out. Deuces.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.